Hi guys, welcome back. This is your daily astrology read for Tuesday, November 27th, 2018. Alright guys, so today I will not run all of the alignments down. I will simply talk about the alignments that you see placed here on camera today, okay? So let's go ahead and jump right into it. We have Jupiter in Sagittarius. We have, of course, the Sun in Sagittarius. Happy birthday, Sagittarius. And we have Mercury retrograde in Sagittarius. Now, with the Sun being in Sagittarius and the Moon being in the sign of Leo, what I see here, guys, is I see emotional actors. I see emotional actors playing on the emotions of others, okay? Playing on the emotions of others by pretending to connect emotionally, sort of to say, but ultimately this is not real. This is a play on the emotions of others, okay? My advice would be to don't believe anything anyone says, because with the Sun in Sag and the Moon in Leo, it's either to gain information or it is, it will be used to manipulate and control. Okay, let me say that again. Don't believe anything anyone says. Don't believe in like the conversation or the situation, because with this Sun and this Moon in the placements, in the elements that they are sitting in, this is either to gain information or to manipulate. And mostly you can merge that together. It can be to gain information to manipulate, okay, and or control. The bottom line here is exaggerated conversations at its finest, okay? It's like a person using conversation to pull one in, the conversation or the situation, because we are talking about emotional actors, an emotional acting energy, like pretending to connect emotionally with one, but it's bogus, okay? It's false and it's bogus. It's either to gain information or to manipulate, okay? That's the point that I'm trying to make. Everything is exaggerated. Nothing is real. It's not real is what I'm trying to say. Is bogus as hell with this energy alignment currently. Like, with this attempting to pull in a person emotionally, using whatever tactics like conversation or other things. Manipulation comes in many different forms. A person, an energy could be like hitting all your bells and whistles, saying all of the things that you want to hear, giving you that good conversation, just like maybe like all of a sudden connecting with you on an emotional level. And it's like, wow, but you know what I see here with this energy is that, yeah, this may be hitting all your bells and whistles, but it's only for you to be let down later, you know. And be careful with this energy, because, you know, it could really hurt a person's psychological value. It could really confuse a person, and it could lead to like one being like baited in and refusing to let go of that bait because of that false emotional connection was so good, is so good, or will be good, okay? And with that bait, you know, of that false emotional connection here, it could further make one like thirsty. Yeah, it could make one like thirsty, you know, for that false emotional connection, especially if they do not realize that it is false, or it was false, or recognize the falseness when it comes. I don't know where you are. But, you know, it could leave, if you are not careful, I feel like it could leave one thirsty for more of that false connection that was put out. But you have to look at this, you know, what is the element of Leo? It's a fire. So no thirst will be quenched. That emotional thirst will not be quenched. It will only be capitalized off of, okay, if one allows it. So we are talking about emotional manipulation, bogus connections. That is the point that I am trying to make with the alignment of where the sun is and where the moon is, okay? This just talking about those two alignments, okay? I will expand out and explain things more, but just with these two alignments, I feel like people are giving out bogus connections, and others are suspect to bogus connections, okay, and bogus bait. You know, it all depends on which end of the stick one is on, okay? But this is like a bait and switch energy. We are talking about emotional actors playing on the emotions of others by pretending to like be on one's level, or you you guys are like on the same page in life, and you going the same places and this and that, but this is bogus as communication. Especially with the fact that we got Mars also going retrograde in Sagittarius. So we got the sun in Sagittarius. We got Mars going retrograde in Sagittarius. We got Jupiter in Sagittarius. That makes everything seem that much more. But see, who telling the story here is this moon in Leo. And that's what shows, and that's what shows me that all of this is going to be a bogus emotional connection. It is definitely for a purpose, okay? It's either to bait or to gain some type of information or something for like later use, whatever that use is, okay? I don't know your life. So, yeah. Blowing things up, making things seem like what it's not with this Jupiter. Then you got Mercury going back, so you know the shit's some lies, like the bottom line here is like, don't believe, don't believe it. Let that time pass and one will see. Now I don't know where this is falling in your chart, but wherever this is falling in your chart, let time pass. Let this Mercury retrograde pass and you will see how bogus this specific energy is. Okay? Also, with this Leo moon, and this sun in Sagittarius, I feel like, people could be like very emotionally angry with all of this fire here. Or one could be emotionally bogus. It depends on what end of the stick you on. You could be emotionally angry after finding out that someone played on that with something bogus, wherever this is hitting in your chart, wherever this is hitting in your life. You could be emotionally angry because this moon in Leo is manipulation, okay? Or one could be like emotionally ambitious also, okay, with this sun in Sagittarius and this moon in Leo. So that's the flip side. That's the good part. You can just be emotionally ambitious, okay? Very emotionally ambitious, like just ready to go for what you want. So choose one. Choose your seat at the table. With this Leo moon, connections are like either just like, with this Leo moon, connections are either bogus or absolutely unreal. I'ma just keep it 100, and I sense that ever so slightly here that fire is on a rampage to do its job. Destroy and burn everything around it, okay? And that includes the emotions of people, manipulation of people. Metaphorically speaking, the fire is manipulation, okay? Metaphorically speaking, this is definitely not an authentic energy here. Like with the current alignments placed together, it's not an authentic energy in the least bit, not even in the tiniest bit. And one should like definitely focus on themselves, just as I have been saying before. Like, please do your own thing until this bogus energy passes. The only elements that this energy is conducive for is the signs that the fire element is attached to. Is that what I'm trying to say? What am I trying to say here? I'm trying to say that the only elements that this energy is conducive for and will work in the favor for is the signs attached to the fire element, okay? Or those who can play very well with fire, okay? If you are not good at playing well with fire, or you are not in the elements, in the fire element, this energy is absolutely not conducive for you, and you definitely want to leave it where the fuck it is, okay? Okay. I'm serious. Now, which I don't have it here on the screen, but I will talk about it. It's only fair that I do. because we have this Mars and we have this Neptune together in Pisces, which is not helping the Leo moon and the Sag sun like at all. And this is where it's really going, that chart. This is where really your chart is important, at. But, this Mars and this Neptune together in Pisces right now, like I said, this is not really like helpful to where the moon is right now in Leo and where the sun is right now in Sagittarius at all. It's not helpful at all, because not only is this a bogus like energy combination, depending on things, depending on, like I said, do you play well with fire, or are you even of a fire element? Okay, do you have great fire element placements? Okay, if not, this energy, like I said, is a bogus energy combination. However, but the fight, depending on the person, the emotional fight and the mental fight, because I feel like this is emotional, and it's an emotional and a mental manipulation, but depending on the person, the fight can be fought because, okay, we got Mars and Neptune together, right? Neptune it sells dreams. It says things that's not true, or that's just downright bogus as hell, creating illusions. However, Mars is also in Pisces as well, right? So with Mars being in Pisces, it's also as equal that some people, like, not all the people, it just depends, but with Mars and Pisces, it's equal that some people will be able to shake loose from this bogus energy, because that Mars and Pisces will not allow a person to be emotionally or mentally manipulated with this energy, okay? With the power of Mars sitting in Pisces, fighting off that illusion and things that are just not true, fighting off manipulation, okay? With Mars and Pisces, just being able to see straight through whatever. But again, it all depends upon the person and their natal chart and their personal evolvement as a human being. Everything here is a variable. Everything in life is a variable, okay? Only thing I can do is get up here and talk about it. Now, so yeah, it just depends on the person. We got the Mars in Pisces that could truly help out, that could truly help diffuse the sun in Sagittarius and the moon being in Leo, okay? It could totally wipe that out. Mars has the potential to do that. Why? Because Mars is also an element of fire as well, right? Right. Okay? So, it all depends. It all depends. Because that Pisces water can use that Mars energy to dash all of this damn fire and just put it out, in all of this bogusism, sort of. To say is bogusism a word? It's a word today, okay? So, it just all depends on the person. It depends on that natal chart. It depends on the personal individual involvement of the individual. Now, especially, and And I have it on the screen here at the top, if you guys can see that. You know, especially if you have like good Capricorn and or Saturn or Pluto placements or good placements in your chart, like with Saturn being Saturn and Pluto currently being in Capricorn, you know, this can keep you keep one like hella grounded. Again, wiping out this fire energy. You know, metaphorically speaking, snuffing out the fire. You know, yeah, snuffing out the fire. So if one has, you know, the help of this Capricorn, of this Saturn and Pluto in Capricorn that's in the sky right now, and it really works well with your energy, then you definitely have a good chance of like smothering this fire. So the Mars and Pisces can put this fire out by using this water placements, right? Or by using Mars, who is there to help. So it's like, do you just want to dash the fire out, or do you want to fight fire with fire? You know, like I can do the same thing, you know, because that Mars is there is fire. Or because it depends on your chart, it depends on your life. Or can you totally just be hella grounded in this energy due to the fact that Saturn and Pluto is sitting in Capricorn? Okay? Everything depends, because with this Uranus still going through Aries, you know, at this point in the sky, you know, with this Uranus in Aries, I feel like this is trying to force, trick, manipulate things to be what one wants it to be. You know, and that's very serious right now, because Aries is also fire, right? Look at all of this fire. Look at all of this fire. You know, again, with Uranus going through Aries, you know, and I have said this in other videos, I feel like the Uranus is going through Aries is trying to trick or force or manipulate things to be what one wants them to be. You know, that it could be that Uranus and Aries could be something serious right now. You know, with this manipulation, especially now that we have the moon where it is and the sun where it is, okay? So the manipulation can be some serious right now. So if you are blessed to be really good with Saturn or Pluto or even Capricorn, or you are able to harness this Mars sitting in Pisces, you might be okay, baby. But it depends. Now, on the flip side, you know, of this Uranus going through Aries, trying to trick and force and manipulate things to be a certain type of way. You know, on the flip side, this Uranus in Aries, it can also be harnessed good as well, just like the Saturn and Pluto in Capricorn placements. Because some of the collective is like, or some people, you know, some energies can be like, you know, I don't care what you're trying to pull. I ain't the one, and I will shut your ass down, or I will shut down on your ass. You know, with this Uranus and Aries, it all depends. Because that Aries energy don't play. But neither does the Uranus energy, okay? So it just depends. On the flip side, you know, some people are going to be able to ride this energy very well with Saturn, Pluto, and Uranus. but it depends on your chart. Okay? Everything here is a variable because each person is an individual. And charts are specific. And life experiences are specific. So, yeah. I hope you enjoyed today's daily astrology read. Don't forget to hit that like button, that subscribe button, and that notification bell. And I will see you guys back here later. Bye.